Hey everybody, it's Andrea with Girls Just Want to Have Chalk, and today it's Valentine's week, so I'm going to do a couple projects today that you could do for a sweetheart or for somebody that's special in your life that you want to show some love to. Below in the comments, you're going to be able to see, we're going to comment with everything that we use today, so if you want to do this project, you could just go on to Girls Just Want to Have Chalk.chalkcouture.com and get the supplies that you need for the products and do these at home for yourself. So the first project we are going to do is going to use the You Will Forever Be My Always transfer. It's also going to use the 9x12 chalkboard. We are going to use the coastal blue paste and the pink. We will also need a couple squeegees. We'll need some water, which we got. Then the second project, what we're going to do is, this is part of our new mini florals. It has some cute little dots in it. This one's gonna take a couple of different transfers put together for our project. So we got the little dots. We have the You Are My Sunshine. And then we're also going to use to make rays for our sun. This is out of the fireworks set. Now this is a retired set. Unfortunately, right now you cannot get this set. This is one of the reasons why I kind of really kicked myself for not signing up when I found this company in October, because I can't get the retired transfers anymore unless you find a Chalk Couture designer that has these that are willing to give them up. So I was lucky enough to find a designer, and I got some in, and so I'm really excited. And like I said, we're going to use retired fireworks, and then we're going to put this in the middle to make our sun and our You Are My Sunshine on the white magnetic 10-inch round. So that's going to be our second project. All right, I hope you're ready. Here we go.
Amelia is watching.
Hi, Amelia. Okay, so first we're going to take off our transfer. And I'm going to show you down here that we're going to put it on our 9x12. Okay, when you're first taking off a new transfer, you want to be careful not to pull your transfer because it could possibly stretch. So just gently, we're going to take it off. And I like to lay it down like this and pull from the back versus the transfer, because then it's not stretching my transfer. We're stuck a little bit. The next thing we need to do is what's called fuzzing. And we're just going to put it on our shirt for a minute. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow for some tiny little particles to get on there and fuzz it up so that it's still sticky, but it's not so sticky that we can't get it up off of the chalkboard. All right. Come on down and check this out. Okay. We're just eyeballing to make it centered. I'm probably going to start at the top here. There we go. And we're going to take our angled squeegee. And this just helps for me to make sure that I get all the bubbles out. I'm not so concerned about the bubbles on the edge. It's more where the silkscreen transfer is and where the paint needs to go through those tiny little holes. That's what I'm concerned about in making sure that it's as flat as I can possibly get it so that we have full coverage of our paint, our paste. All right, I think that looks good. Got a couple bubbles right down here, but like I said, it's not near the silk transfer, the whole parts. Okay. So this is our coastal blue. And can you get me a stir stick? Ooh, getting on me. That's why we have whiteys, whiteys, whiteys. All right. So what we're gonna do is when we first open up our paste, we want to stir it around, get it kind of all congealed back together. And this is really good. Sometimes you're going to get a paste that has, it's a little thicker and you're going to want to spritz some water in there. Not a lot. You cannot take the water back out. So make sure you start small. That is really, really good. My hardest decision when it comes to these transfers is what am I going to do with the color? Where do I want to put it? Because there's so many options. So I'm thinking today we'll do You Will and Be Mine in the blue, and then we'll do Forever in the pink, and then Always. I'm going to show you a little trick I found that I think is really cute to put the colors together. So I'm just going to dab some on here, and because I'm going to be using 2 colors on this project, I want to make sure that I put it on a little bit thicker so that it doesn't dry before I take off the transfer. And we can go back and we can take off the excess, which is what we really want to do. So we have as much paste for other projects. And we'll do that in just 1 second. I'm going to set that right there so it doesn't get on anything. And I normally would close this up, but because I'm going to be putting the paste back in the jars, I'm going to leave them open just for a minute. Ooh, this guy's stuck. Put you right there. And we'll use the other side of this one. And I used this in a project just yesterday on our unboxing of the starter kit, so we're still really nicely mixed together. So there's not much I have to do with this one. And we're going to grab a different squeegee and put this in for our Forever. This might be really cute in white and red, but right now, since I just barely got my beginner colors, I don't have red yet. So that's something I'm definitely going to be working on, is getting more paste colors so that I have some different options. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to use them again, because remember, we're going to clean up. But I want to show you a really cool marbling effect. So we're just going to tap on color here onto the Always. And I'm using a Q-tip. And it doesn't matter that we're making drippy lines or anything like that, because you're really not going to pay attention to that. So then I'm going to go back and I'm going to take the blue. I'm just going to pop it in on the other side. I don't want to mix my pastes in the jar because I want it, this jar to stay a true coastal blue and not have pink in it. So that's why we are doing the Q-tip and putting it on our transfer. If you're just joining us, my name is Andrea and I have a business called Girls Just Want to Have Chalk. Please feel free to share this video so that we can introduce Chalk Couture to as many people as possible. So I'm going to take a little bit larger squeegee than my small one, and let's see what happens when I pull all of this chalk paste that I just dabbed, and we might need to go back and do a few more dabs. Actually, I think we got enough because we can pull from where it was a little bit heavier. There we go. And since I'm not going to use that one again, I'm just going to go ahead and drop it in the water. But I am going to go back and pull the excess from the pink and the blue really quick before it dries. And I want to make sure that when I pull the paste and take the excess, that I'm not leaving any lines. And actually, I'm not going to really do much there because it looks like it's already drying. So let's go ahead and pull our transfer carefully back up. And we're going to put this in our water because if we keep it from drying to itself, the paste, it allows us to use our transfers 20 to 50 times, guys. The company basically tells us that the transfers are good for 20 to 50 times. All right, so I don't know if you can zoom in and see this for a second, but check this out. So for Valentine's Day, we did, you know, blue for her favorite man, pink for us, and then I did this marble effect down at the bottom. And putting the two together on this cool "You Will Forever Be My Always" chalkboard. How's it look? We're good? Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set this to the side and we're gonna let it dry while we work on our second Valentine's idea. So this is on our white 10-inch round magnetic board, okay? And we're gonna do, I got a little bit of paste on me. There we go. Don't want to get it on everything. Go ahead and now on the back of these transfers, guys, I want to make sure that I put this transfer back onto its original sheet. And so I just took a sticker and put "You Are My Sunshine" on the back side, so I knew which one was the front and the back. And when it comes to placing this one, I think we're going to play around with it. Let's fuzz it a little bit. I don't know if it's been fuzzed. We're going to go from there. Let's place this a little bit. What do I want to do? I know I want to put a sunshine. I want to make sure that we get that on there. Okay. And I'm just gonna actually look at this really quick. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Because I never planned on doing a whole entire sunshine. Yeah, so that'll work. Okay, so for the wording, again, I'm gonna close up the paste from our last project. Really quick here. Oops, I dropped some pink. Make sure we get that all clean. I got a pile going on already here. And I'm gonna put our glue in the water. Clean up a little bit. All right, have to wash that now. Nice thing is, guys, this isn't permanent unless you want to make it permanent. So that's gonna come right out, I'm not worried about it. So I said we were gonna use the black, and I believe this is School Bus Orange. It didn't come with a title on it. It was missing a sticker. But I really think it is. So again, you will find the list of what we are using for this project in the comments if you want to go on and do the "You Are My Sunshine." So, oh, gotta stir it up. Gotta stir it if it's a new color. Oh yeah, this is really good. Get our squeegee. And I'm just going to go ahead and put right now this yellow, this school bus yellow on my sunshine, because I'm going to actually use it for my son as well. Okay, so now that we've dabbed that on, we'll go ahead and pull the paste a little bit, get it up through all of the silk screen holes. I'm really trying to stay out of the other wording. And I don't know if I just accidentally went into the my. So I'm gonna actually check this. I'm not gonna pull up the whole transfer, but what I wanna do is see if I did, and I did. So I'm just gonna dip a Q-tip, and I just wanna take off where it went in with to the my, because I wanna make sure that that is black. These transfers, guys, are very, very forgiving. So don't worry about making a mistake. Yeah, are we on a time constraint? A little bit, because we don't want the paste to dry. But guys, if it doesn't come out the way you want it, what do? We just clean it back off because we didn't make it permanent. We didn't spray it with a clear adhesive, and we do it again. So I'm mixing the black paste. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the You Are My. Get another squeegee. And dab this on. It's going to be interesting because we're right down to the orange. So I'm just going to go right to it. That was my dog Tinkerbell saying hi. I don't think she's feeling loved right now. All right. So we got that. We're gonna pull a little bit, take the excess off so I can put it back in my jar and use it again. Let me go ahead and, I'm gonna clean this really quick because I don't want to mix it. I have some more. I don't think I have enough squeegees. I have to purchase some more of those too. I highly recommend you have extra squeegees. All right, so let's pull this excess yellow back off, staying away from the black. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this. And I can see that I made a little boo-boo. And we're going to put this transfer in the water, and it's okay that we're putting it on top of the transfer we used for the first one. Let's go ahead and take off our boo-boo, and then I'm going to show you what this looks like. So far we have the You Are My Sunshine, and now, oh, tell you, I think I get more paste on me than I do my projects. So we're gonna let this dry for just a second before we do the sunshine. And the reason why is because if I were to put the transfer on right now for what I'm gonna make my sun out of, it would take up the black paste, and I don't want it to do that. I wanna let it dry, and we could speed up this process by having a hair dryer set on the low setting or a craft heat gun that would, dry it. But this is gonna give me an opportunity to clean up a little bit and to talk to you a little bit about the products. So right now we have 39 different colors. I have 6 of them and am working on getting the other 33. That I think is gonna be my first goal, just because your transfers, there's so many possibilities that you can do with that. And especially if you want to do a gift and their favorite colors are red and purple. We could definitely do this project again in red and purple and give it, to somebody for their birthday. It doesn't have to be just a memento for this Valentine's week that we're doing these projects for. Like I said, it could be for our best friend. That's my first goal, is to really get some more colors. We also have new Chalkology ink. And what is the difference between the paste and the ink? The paste is for wood, metal, plastic, glass. The ink is for fabric. So we can now put "You Will Forever Be My Always" on a t-shirt. We could do this, "You Are My Sunshine," and put it on a onesie. There's so many new possibilities when it comes to adding the new Chalkology ink. So that is also another of my goals, to go ahead and start getting the ink. These are 2-ounce bottles. The Chalkology paste is going to be going to 3-ounce bottles as soon as the 2-ounce ones are all sold out. The ink are currently only available in the 2-inch bottles, or 2-ounce bottles. You can get the paste in the 3-ounce bottles already if you want to, just by going to Girls Just Want to Have Chalk at chalkcouture.com and purchasing them right there on the website. Just go ahead and hit buy. If this is something that you guys are really, really interested in, and I wouldn't want you to wait too long if you really want to do this, because like I said, in my last video, I explained I have waited 5 months to join this amazing team. And in that 5 months, quite a few transfers got retired. And it's taking extra work on my end to try to find those transfers from other designers that are willing, to let me purchase them from their inventory. But like this transfer we're gonna use, the fireworks, already retired, guys. It's not something that you can order from Chalk Couture anymore. So let me check really quick. And yep, I think we are good to go. So what I'm gonna do is now we're gonna make our sun using 2 transfers. This first one with the rays from the fireworks, and then the second one from the mini flowers. And it's all gonna be in yellow, but again, we're gonna have to wait for it to dry. And again, I put something on the back so I know that it was the back. And now I just gotta decide, I want my rays to pretty much go right down to the "You Are My Sunshine." And this is the 10-inch round magnetic board we're using, guys, the chalkboard. And I closed our yellow back up, didn't I? I didn't want it to dry, so just being cautious. And I'm just gonna take a quick sec because I really want a smaller squeegee. These are the small squeegees, and I just took them and cut one into thirds and one into half. And this is the original size of the squeegee. The problem is it doesn't fit into the 2-ounce jars very well. And I really wanted to be able to have good access to the paste. So that's just a little tip. You can cut them. And we already mixed this, so I'm not worried about mixing it at all. Get some on. Ooh, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. All right. I didn't really push it down on this side, guys. Just again, being cautious. I probably should have, but we're learning together. I didn't want anything to happen to my word you. And it's going to take a little bit more on this side. So I can just add that. Right. Now I feel that this is pretty well done, so I'm going to pull the excess back off. Save it for another project. Remember, we don't really want the lines because we don't want one area of our transfer to be thicker than another. There we go. It's pretty all level now. All right, let's see what this looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and not put that in the water because remember, I'm going to use it again. Check that out. Got 3 transfers in here, guys. I'm gonna have to clean up, So while I let that dry, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to clean the transfers. This was the first transfer that we put in the water. And I'm just using my fingers, taking off any of the excess paste. Remember, we have already used 3 transfers for this project, or the 2 projects. And so our water's going to be a little grimy color. All right. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to slide the water over just a bit because I want to take, I'm first going to start with a wipey, and I'm just going to take off any excess, and then I'm going to come back with a cleaner wipe, a disinfectant wipe, and that's going to take off anything else that I missed to keep the transfer really nice. Can you grab the disinfectant wipes?
Mm-hmm. Irma's watching.
Hi, Irma. Glad you could join us today. So I got all of the extra little grimy stuff off, and now I'm just going to take a disinfectant wipe and I should have put my mat down. That's what I should have done. I did that yesterday.
Irma says hi.
Hi, Irma. Okay, so see how we got this all nice and clean again, and we're just going to set it upside down and we're going to let it dry. And then it's going to get its stickiness back, and we're going to put it back on the backing and put our transfer away.
Becca's watching.
Hi, Becca. Okay, if you're just joining us, this was the first project we did. You Will Forever Be My Always. And we took the blue and the green and actually marbleized it. Blue and the green. I'm looking at the squeegees and saying green. The blue and the pink, and then marbleized it for our word always. And the second project we're doing for our Valentines is You Are My Sunshine. Because we don't just love our hubbies and our spouses and our kids, we also love our friends. And this is a great transfer project to do for, just somebody that's really been there for you. And you want to tell them, thank you. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Without using those exact words.
Becca put wave. I don't know if she means she's waving at you or she wants you to wave at her.
I'll wave at you.
And Irma says, wow, that looks amazing.
Okay, so I could just leave the rays, but I really want to make it a little bit more sunshiny for my You Are My Sunshine. So this is from the mini floral set. And remember, our rays is from the fireworks set. So I kind of mixed and matched the transfers to make a sun. We're going to finish our sun right now. Guys, this Chalkology paste is not permanent unless you want to make it permanent, okay? So maybe this is your daughter's favorite saying, okay? So, and you know, us women and all girls have the right to change our opinions at any time. So she has this in her room, on her wall, and a month later, she comes and she goes, Mom, I found the cutest saying. All you would have to do is take a wet towel, lay it down there. Check that out, we made a sun. We didn't even have a sun transfer. How's that look? Okay, so she doesn't want this anymore. All we do is lay like a wipey or a wet towel down. And actually, even though I love this second project, should we show how to easily take it off?
Sure, go ahead.
So guys, just so you know, this is the first project we did. You can go back in the comments and see everything that we used for this. Just so you know, it is dry. I'm putting my hand on it. Nothing's coming off. We didn't make this permanent. We didn't spray it with a clear acrylic yeah, it's acrylic, right? The clear spray.
Yeah.
All I did, took a baby wiping, because that's what I have on hand. Got it nice, and we're starting to get it moist again. Now you can't do this to all chalkboards unless you prep them. These chalkboards have already been pre-prepped by Chalk Couture themselves. And what it allows us to do is just this, change our mind, okay? So we might have had this up, like I said, for a month. We could have had it up for a whole season. Maybe we put it up right after Thanksgiving. We did it in the Christmas colors, red and green, and we loved it, so we kept it up all the way through Valentine's Day. It's been up for what, 4 months? And now we want to change it to change our decor on our wall. And so that's what we did. So we started with a wipey, then we're going to take a disinfectant wipe. And we're going to clean up our board. And all you have to do is let it dry again. And remember, we can speed up the process. I would use also maybe a little air can, because over time, the little particles from your paper towels and everything start filling in the corners. Spray that all out, let this dry, and we start right again. The whole motto of Chalk Couture is design, love, repeat. And that's exactly what they let you do. Design it, love it for a while, and if you want to repeat it or do a whole new project, clean your board, do it again. So we just cleaned up project number 1. This is the second project we did. You Are My Sunshine. It's on the 10-inch round magnetic board. So maybe if we actually had a cute magnetic sunshine or sun rays, we could have just put a magnet right there instead of using the 2 different transfers we did to make a sun. But that is our projects for today. I hope you liked them. Please feel free to share this video. You can also purchase any of the products that we used today by going to girlsjustwanttohavechalk.chalkcouture.com. And I hope that this will inspire you to possibly join my team. So from our house to yours, happy chalking.